Welcome to Stab the Dragon Productions for episode number 264 as we celebrate the annual World Cocktail Day, which was yesterday. So I'm a day late and a day short because I'm coming to you on Thursday, May 14th, 2026 from Fort Worth, Texas, where it is currently 91 degrees. So let's talk about World Cocktail Day and cocktails. A cocktail is a drink that mixes an alcoholic spirit with other ingredients to become a balanced drink. It usually includes one or more liquors as the base spirit, water in some form, ice or straight water, some perhaps modifiers like liqueurs, a sweetener like triple sec or just sugar, bitters like Angostura bitters or some of the other varieties. And you can have a mixer or a sour element like lime juice or soda, tonic water, and usually a garnish like a citrus wedge or peel, olive, or cherry. So all cocktails are mixed drinks, but not all mixed drinks qualify as cocktails. A rum and coke is a mixed drink, but not necessarily a cocktail. Gin and tonic, there's kind of on the border. Is that a mixed drink? Is it a cocktail? Kind of a little bit of each, maybe. But something like an old fashioned will typically include 4 ingredients at least. You got whiskey, bitters, sweetener, ice, and a garnish. However, some cocktail, I guess that's 5 ingredients, but however, some cocktails like the Godfather may only have scotch and amaretto and ice. Or you've got the Rusty Nail with scotch and drambuie on ice. And some cocktails, like the Bloody Mary, may have 8 to 10 ingredients. I've seen some Bloody Marys that look like a salad bar. Now, World Cocktail Day is May 13th, and it dates back to, its beginning point was 2006, and it was established by the Museum of the American Cocktail, a division of the National Food and Beverage Foundation. Why did they choose May 13th, you ask? Because in the year 1806, in New York, there was a periodical or weekly newspaper or something like that called the Balance and Columbian Repository that on May 13th of 1806 published the word cocktail and described it. So they said, okay, well, let's do World Cocktail Day, dating from May 13th, where we first found the word. Now, I kind of think that the English may claim an earlier date, but I'm not positive on that. So let's look at some of the most popular cocktails in America. You've got the margarita. It's been the #1 cocktail in America for at least the past 3 years. This cocktail is made using tequila, lime juice, a sweetener like maybe simple syrup or Cointreau, salt or Tajin on the rim, and a lime wedge for garnish. And there's lots of varieties of margaritas. Okay, that's just kind of a simple variety. And then you've got the martini. That was the #1 cocktail before the margarita superseded it. And it's been #1 for a while, I think. Made with gin or vodka, some dry vermouth, and a garnish like an olive. A dirty martini has got olive juice poured into it as well, like a teaspoonful or something like that. Then you've got my favorite, the old fashioned. This is made with bourbon or rye whiskey, some simple syrup or another sweetener of some kind. I like maple syrup or turbinado, Angostura bitters, an orange peel, and a dark cocktail cherry. And you can have a lot of varieties in there depending on which whiskey you use, which sweetener you use, which bitters that you use. So there's a lot of variation in all of these cocktails. And then for rum, probably the most popular cocktail is going to be the Pina Colada. Uses rum, coconut cream, pineapple juice. There you go. Now, today I have chosen a cocktail that is new to me but is considered to be the cocktail of choice in Mexico, I've read. The Paloma, very much like the margarita. This Mexican cocktail has tequila, lime juice, and either grapefruit juice or grapefruit soda. I'm using Squirt, a grapefruit soda. I've never had Squirt. I've never had a Paloma. So, cheers to experimenting. And I rimmed my glass with Tequila, and that's actually pretty good. That is not as sweet as a margarita. The grapefruit flavor of the Squirt adds a little bit of sour note to it, which lime can do the same thing. So I've got lime juice in there from 2 key limes, as well as a couple of halves of key limes floating in there. Some ice. And I use the basic Jose Cuervo Blanco, which is made with tequila, so who knows what all else is in there. But by and large, I can say this is a pleasant, easy sipping drink. I think I need a little bit more tequila in there than what I put, but oh well. All right, so World Cocktail Day. I'm even wearing my cocktail tie. There you go. World Cocktail Day comes around every year. It's an annual event, and I enjoy celebrating it. I'm a day late and a dollar short this time around, but you know, my schedule sometimes allows me time to do videos and sometimes not. So this is Stab the Dragon for World Cocktail Day out here.